Hey YouTubers, what is up? This is Event Horizon. What I wanted to do, Ghost Recon came out today, so we're going to look at that beta. We'll go over the Rifleman today, and hopefully we'll go through the rest of them within the next couple of days. I plan on doing one a day. So the first thing I want to take a look at in the multiplayer menu is challenges. You do have challenges. This one is a long distance kill from more than 4,527 meters away in a single multiplayer match. Right now there's only one game type, which is conflict, so picking any doesn't make a difference. Now we're going to go to the characters. This is your Rifleman. There are two different factions that you can go over, and this is just the default look. Pretty handsome looking chap, I think, you know. Green camo and everything. I guess he's gonna go to a fucking spaceship and camouflage himself with some aliens or whatever. But, you know, it's the future soldier. And then we got this guy here. He could definitely qualify for Blue Tiger camo, which was probably one of my favorite camos from Modern Warfare 2. I know a lot of people like that camo, and they actually did include some camos in the beta, so we're going to take a look at them as well. So let's go ahead and get started with looking at the loadout. You can customize your gun to an extreme extent, far beyond some other games that are available. Let's look at the primary weapon. The primary weapon that you start off with is the ACR, but there are a bevy of guns that are available for you. That's probably one of the most versatile guns. I haven't unlocked everything yet. Next you have the MK48, which is LMG. You have the 417. That's a good long-range weapon, or so they're saying. Everybody's familiar with the TAR-21, so hopefully we'll get to use that soon. Stoner, I loved that LMG in Black Ops. M60, another crazy weapon you can only get from Uplay. The LSAT, so suppressive fire weapon, and then we'll go back to the ACR. And this is the one I've worked with, so we're going to check the loadout on this. This is gunsmithing, so we're going to go to the optics first. I've already unlocked the red dot. You do have to use a credit to do that, but you can see that there's a magnified holographic weapon sight. Gives you easy targeting and zoom. Then you got a 4x tac scope. It's similar to the ACOG. A backscatter optic scope. This actually lets you view people through thin walls, so it's kind of like a legal wall hack. And then your iron sights, which is what you start off with. But again, I've chosen to use the red dot. Next we're going to look at some paint. There are a lot of camos here, so you can paint your gun all kinds of crazy colors. Solid green, solid tan if you want, multicam, marine marpat, Army ACU, Air Force ABU, Navy NWU, Canadian CADPAT, British MTP, the Finnish MO5, Navy AOR1, ATAX, Indian Vertical Lizard, the Danish T90, Australian DPCU Urban, that's a mouthful, French Doggett, Australian DPCU Woodland, and Solid Black. What the hell is up with the long names? Next we've got the trigger. You do get several different types of triggers. You have your full auto trigger, which is default, the match trigger, which is like a hair trigger. You have a semi-auto trigger, lets you fire 1 round per trigger pull, and then you also have the 3-round burst for those who like the burst weapons. I'll probably be using that a lot. That's usually my favorite type of switch to use. Now we're going to move to magazines. You get 4 different magazine types, I believe. You get a standard magazine, and then you get the dual magazine, which increases your reload every other reload. And then you also get the drum magazine. Why you would put that on a rifle is beyond me, but whatever. And then an armor-piercing ammo, which I don't plan on using unless I really need to. I usually stay the standard stuff. Alright, we even have underbarrel attachments. I've chosen the angle foregrip, which gives you increased control. Then you have the bipod grip, and then you have the bipod itself, and then you have your noob tube, a smoke launcher, an EMP launcher, your underbarrel shotgun or your master key, and then an underbarrel stun gun, which is what I'm looking for, to trying your standard rail cover, and a vertical foregrip, which fixes your maneuverability. You can also customize your gas systems. There are 3 different gas systems. You have your standard gas system, which is a balance. You have overgassed, which increases your rate of fire, and then you also have undergassed, which decreases your rate of fire but increases your rate of control so that your recoil isn't all over the place. I'm going to stay with standard. I think that's perfect. Alright, now we have side rail attachments. Not that many as of right now, but this is a beta. You have an aiming laser, so you have your laser sight if you want to use that. And then you have a heartbeat sensor, so you got your baby monitor. And this will let you notice people through walls and things. But for now, I am staying with the standard rail cover. Alright, we're going to move on to the barrel itself. It comes with 3 different barrels. You have your standard barrel, which is your balance. Your next barrel is going to be your long barrel or your heavy barrel. This gives you better range, but it decreases your maneuverability for sake of the weight. And then a short barrel, which gives you better maneuverability, but shorter range. I will be using the standard barrel. I don't see why I would want to use anything else on a assault rifle. Alright, your muzzle selection is a standard muzzle, your compensator, which helps to increase control, your flash hider, your suppressor, and then your standard. So you don't have that many, you've got 4 choices. And then you have a stock choice. There are 3 different stocks that you can choose from. You have an extended stock, which is your balanced stock, a folded stock, which gives you better maneuverability but decreases your control. Then you have a fixed stock, which increases your control by reducing the amount of recoil that you get. I will be using the extended stock. So that sums it up on what you can do for the primary weapon. So we're going to back out of this, and we're actually going to move to the secondary weapon. You definitely have to have a backup if you can't reload fast enough. You have the 45T, which is your standard handgun. You also have a stun gun that you can use. Haven't tried that yet, but I'm really excited about it. The card, have not, but I'm guessing that's going to be like the G18s that you would see in Modern Warfare. And then the BLD3 flash bulb, which you can use to temporarily disorient people. Just flash it in their face and they get fucked up. Alright, the optics. You either have iron sights, or you also have the choice of a red dot. So, not too many options are going to be coming with a handgun. So I'll be sticking with the iron sights. Now I haven't customized this, so while I'm talking to you, I am customizing this. Paint, same paints. I'm just going to let them play through. But while that's doing that, I want to talk about the gameplay itself. I will be posting that later. It's really interesting. It reminds me of Gears of War almost to a T. In fact, it's exactly like Gears of War, except for you don't have to roll around or anything like that. Switching from cover to cover is very smooth and very quick. Sometimes, so far that I've found that like when you go to move from cover to cover on corners, it does get a little bit clunky, but hopefully they'll smooth that out because this is a beta. So I did go with the solid black paint, and let's go to the trigger. You have a choice of a semi-auto trigger, so it's 1 fire per round, or a hair trigger. Those are your only 2 choices. So you have a more sensitive trigger. I would definitely be going with the match trigger once I unlock that. For the magazine, you have 2 choices. You have a standard magazine, which is loaded with full metal jacket ammunition, and then you have armor piercing ammo. So those are your 2 choices for the handgun. Definitely going to switch to the armor piercing, because that will definitely help in a pinch when you run out of ammo. Alright, so underbarrel selections. You have none or an aiming laser. That is it. There are no other attachments so far. Why you would want more, I'm not sure. And then the muzzle. The muzzle is the final part that we haven't looked at. You have the standard muzzle, which is no attachments, and then a suppressor. I will probably use nothing. I don't really like using the suppressor. I know that can get you killed, but whatever. As you can see, I didn't customize it before, so I'm saving it. Alright, we're going to move on to the grenades. You have several different choices. You have your frag grenade. Everybody knows what the frag is. And your smoke grenade. 2 very common tacticals. and then you have your EMP, and then you also have your incendiary. There is no Semtex. Why? I don't know. Personally, I like Semtex. I use Semtex in every shooter that I've played, but for now we're just going to go with the frag. You also have a choice of equipment. The equipment that you can choose is a camera, which gives a 360-degree sweep, and when you get detected, it tells you were detected, big and red on the screen. Let me tell you. An ammo box, and then a med kit. I like that they give you the option of a med kit. If you wound your opponent and you down them, they will not necessarily be dead, because you can put them in a critical state. It's not last stand, it's just, you know, that you didn't kill them, and somebody can come and revive them. So let's look at the appearance. I didn't spend too much time with this. You can customize the face mask and, you know, the colors for that. And then if you zoom back out one level, because there's two levels, you zoom in one and then you zoom back out. Now when you zoom back out, your headgear changes. So you get different choices of headgear. It's not like super customizable for appearance, but it's definitely more than what you see in some of the other modern shooters today. So, you know, can't really complain about that. And then the last thing we're going to go over is the progression. This is what you earn through the levels. So, you know, you start at level 1, move up level 2, 3, 4, all whatever. And you can see through this what you're going to actually unlock. Not sure what the MICH is. I'm guessing that that's some more gear that you can use to customize your character. Like I said, I haven't played that far enough into it, but you know, it's definitely something I'm going to do. And as I unlock more of this, once I do get a class 2 level 50, I'm definitely going to go ahead and do a video on a full unlock so that you can see everything. And like I said, later today I'm going to post some gameplay. It's really smooth. Found out that I'm a lot better at killing people on that game than I am at following the objective. You know, right now it's mostly just capture points, defend the point, capture an ammo supply, defend it, and you have to do that for a certain period of time before the objective moves. So it's similar to other game types, and you know, I think that there's a lot to be done. I think that there are some tweaks that do need to be done. Like I said, there is moving around corners. If you try to move from cover to cover on a house, you'll find yourself banging into another wall unless you actually step away and then move to the next wall. But that is all the way through to level 50. I do look forward to posting some more videos, but just leave your comments and thoughts down below, and hopefully, you know, I can provide you guys with the content you want. Anyway, like, favorite, subscribe, do all that stuff that you guys do. I appreciate your support. Again, this is Event Horizon, and y'all have a good day.